Been playing around a little bit now that I get my hands on this new patch with how fast can you get mercenaries out, and just wanted to share, so let's do it. So first things first, you're going to want to send 6 over here, and 2 are going to build a mill, 3 are going to go to berries, and this other guy's going to build a cistern, a house, and a mining camp. My next villager is going out to berries, and from playing around with this, if you're going to age up with 4, you need 2 extra guys on berries while you're aging up to ensure that you have enough olive oil to produce whatever you want as soon as you get to the next stage. Since longbowmen are a little bit more expensive, you would actually need to go up to 7, but I'm just showing this with 6. Your next villager after this is just going to go to sheep. It's just going to be a little bit faster gather rate and a little bit less walk time. And now that we have 7 on food, I'm going to rally the next one to gold, and I'm just going to leave 2 there for a while. Going to speed this up a little bit. We're now rallying back to food over and over and over again until we're ready to age up. I'm going to be aging up with the Grand Winery with 4 villagers over here. Any second now. And that's underway. So we still have 2 on berries. I've left 2 on sheep, and everybody else that was on food before goes to wood, and we start rallying out to wood. It's important to get all the stragglers here because that's the best way you're going to be able to grab the mercenary house as soon as you age up. Now, I had a little bit of extra food, and you will consistently if you're sending everyone to food like I showed in this build. So what I did here is I took 1 off of sheep, and I just started building my aqueducts to ultimately where I want my next cistern to go. If you have 62 stone left, you'll be good, because this house and this Grand Winery will bring us all the way to what we need. And now I've aged up. So the second I age up, I drop this additional cistern. And any second now I'm going to drop the mercenary house, which is a little bit delayed here. This guy, once he's done with the cistern, is going to go to gold, so then we can start to get our upgrades. And at this point, I'm not sure what the best way to go is. It kind of depends on what you're opening for mercenaries, but in essence, right, like, you're going to want to get another production building down as soon as you can, and then adjust your macro to whatever you're building. If you're going for melee units, whether that be horsemen or limitanei, you're going to want about 14 on food. If you want to do archers, look that shit up. So I don't remember. So, with all this going on, I've also gotten wheelbarrow here at some point, and we're going to get a mercenary timing of about 540. This would have worked with any of them. The train time would be a little bit longer if, you know, if you're going longbowmen or something like that. But that's about it. You can, if you want, to get that second batch of mercenaries out a little bit faster, send everyone over to berries, which was kind of what I did here. But that's pretty much what we have here. So, this is the second build I've been playing around with. This one is a little bit more degenerate. I'm going to pull people off gold immediately as I can so that I can get a faster age up time with 5 on the age up and more on wood. Obviously, consequence of this is you'll have no upgrades, but you get a ridiculously fast first mercenary timing if you do this. So, more or less the same opening. I'm sending all these guys over here to build a mill, a cistern, and a house. The one difference here is I'm actually going to go up to 7 on berries instead of 6 like I showed before. You would want to go up to 8 if you're going for the longbowman, and the thought here is just I'm going to have 5 aging up instead of 4 like I showed in the previous one, so need an extra guy out there to get a little bit more oiled up. I also am electing not to send this guy to go build the mining camp. I'm just going to rally 2 villagers out there to do so. It's going to save me a bunch of walk time, which is nice. But other than that, everything here is basically the same. Going to get these 2 villagers out here. We're going to be rallying onto sheep for the foreseeable future until we're ready to age up. And as soon as I have 3,900 gold remaining here, I'm going to pull these guys off and send them over to wood. So, we've got the Grand Winery going up with 5. I took my excess villagers on sheep and threw them onto wood. And now we're just kind of chilling. Rallying everybody to wood. Gotta build a house at some point. Like I said before, I'm prepping my next cistern early, because I have a little bit of extra food to play with. Now we lie in. Instant mercenary house. I'm just producing Kesheks here again, just for the sake of showing something. But as you can see, right, we've got 470 oil at the point this goes up. So you can go into any contract you want and instantly be able to produce, except for longbowmen, which in this case, right, you would want 8 out here before you started rallying to sheep instead of 7. This gives you about a 5:15 mercenary timing, so somewhere between, you know, about 15 seconds faster. Obviously you end up with no upgrades here, and then beyond this it's kind of up to you to pivot into whatever it is that you want to accomplish from a unit composition perspective. Happy Season 7.